Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2. In this part of the series, we are covering advanced combo attacks. Whereas before, we could chain our attacks randomly to increase our damage. With this change, you will now be able to create actual combo attacks to deal increased damage and trigger special visual effects. So the first thing we want to do is update the flexible combat system on the Epic Games marketplace and create a project. When it's created, we're going to lay out our new FCS project file explorer on the left and our current working project here on the right. All we're going to do is navigate to a file in our FCS project, copy it, navigate to the same folder on our working project and paste the item in. The files you need to copy over can be seen on screen now, so go ahead and copy them over, pause the video until you're done. Now, let's open both our working project and the newly created FCS project. We need both projects open as we'll be copying over some nodes. In our working project, let's go into Blueprints, Interface, and into the Weapon Interface. Create a new function called Pass Attack Info. Add two inputs, one called Attack VFX as a Niagara array, and one called Hit Stop Info as type Hit Stop Info. Then let's go into enums, combat, and into the E melee attack type enum, and add a new row called combo attack. When that's done, let's go into our content folder, structs, equipment, and into the equipment info struct. All we're going to do here is change our Niagara over to an array variable. These are the Niagara VFX that spawn when you hit an enemy. These will need to be set in the item data table. So if we go into data tables, DT item data, on both our working project and the FCS project, what we can do is actually shift plus right click the array to copy on the FCS project. Then in our working project, we can shift left click on the array to paste these values over. I will leave this up to you to set whatever VFX you want, but to be consistent, I would copy paste all the VFX over from the FCS project for all the weapons and the arrows. When that's done, let's go into the content folder, structs, general, animation, and into the S weapon animation struct. What we're going to do is remove all the light and heavy attacks except for light attack 1, which we will use as a base for resource collection. Then we're going to add a new variable as type data table, and this is going to be a soft reference. We will call this combos. Next up, in our content folder, data tables, animations, attack animations, we're going to set our combo values with the data tables we imported in the file explorer. So open up this data table in the FCS project and copy over the data tables. Next up, into the Blueprints folder, function library, and create a new function called Get Combo Animations. Hop into your FCS project and into the same function. Copy paste the nodes over and plug them in. To create the inputs, if you don't know how, you can just drag off these lines onto the event and it will create them. When that's all done and connected up, give it a compile and we should have some errors in the pass attack animation function. So hop into it, and all we're going to do is delete these old reference connections by holding Alt, then clicking on them. Next, open up the melee component on both projects. On our working project, let's go into class settings, under interfaces, add interface, melee interface. Then on the begin play, you can either copy paste over or just recreate the nodes seen on screen. If you paste the nodes, right click the variable to promote it to variable. Then let's hop into our animation functions and into the set melee anim output. We're going to delete all the attacks up to lunge attack. Then create a new function called getComboAnimations. When it's created, look for the function in the Flexible Combat System project and copy paste the nodes in. With the start event selected, make sure you check the pure tick box. Go back into our set melee anim output, bring in our combo resolver variable, pull off it, bring in the set weapon combo function. Then bring in our get combo animations function and connect it into the new weapons combo. Okay, let's jump back into the event graph. Now, just after our light attack conditions, we're going to bring in our combo resolver again. Pull off it and bring in the peak next combo attack. Connect it to a branch and then set it to light attack. When that's done, we're going to do the same for the heavy attack, but set it to heavy attack. Then hop into the FCS project and copy the next light attack line and paste that in under the other light attack functionality. Replace the combo resolver variable with our own and right click the current combo attack variable to create it. Next, on the SR calculate light attack, we're going to replace our attack number with S weapon combo attack data struct, and we're going to rename it to attack data. Then, going back to our SR calculate light attack, we're going to place the current combo attack into the variable. Now, let's right click and bring in a next light attack call. Place this in the light attack line in place of our on action begin call and delete the other nodes. Off our calculate light attack, break our attack data struct, delete the light attack montages and connect the montage to the montage to play. In our send attack info, off our weapon collision return, bring in a pass attack info and connect it into the line. Then for our attack VFX and hit stop info, drag these onto our event to create the inputs. Back in our event graph, connect the attack VFX and hit stop off our struct into all three send attack infos. Now, we're going to do the same for the heavy attack. So just replicate these steps or look at the FCS project and set it up exactly the same. When that's done, at the light attack, we're going to copy all the send light attack nodes on the FCS project apart from the event. And we're going to paste them in, connected to the send light attack. Then we're going to do the same for the heavy attacks. Now, let's go into our calculate total attack damage function. Bring in our current combo attack, break it, and set the combo attack multiplier to the combo damage multiplier. You can delete the previous nodes. Then into our reset melee attack function, bring in our combo resolver, pull off it and call the reset combo function. You can delete the light, heavy and combo set variables. Now let's go into our attack conditions, and instead of the light attack and heavy attack is valid, we're going to bring in our combo resolver, pull off it and bring in a has valid combo data, then connect this into a branch. Do this for both our attacks. Then let's hop into the interface event has any started combo, and we're going to bring in our combo resolver, pull off it and bring in a has started combo function and connect this up. Now I want you to copy the nodes over from the rest of the interface events, so just go through them one by one and copy the functionality over. Pause the video now and do this. Great, that's the melee component done. Now into our content folder and open up the taking damage component. On our pass damage info event, let's change our hit VFX over to an array. Then let's select our Niagara hit VFX and change this over to an array. Now let's select our MC spawn NS event and change this over to an array. And for our spawn hit NS, we're going to change our Niagara hit VFX over to an array again. Then we're going to hold F and click to create a for each loop and connect this into our isValid and spawn system. Now let's go into our physical hit event graph. On our MC send damage event, change the Niagara over to an array, then reconnect the nodes together. Now we're going to do this for all our damage event graphs, so just go through them one by one and change them over. They're all the same except for polymorph, which includes the for loop spawn system inside the graph. So pause the video now and do this. If you're confused, just look at the Flexible Combat System project. Now, back into our content folder. Open up our weapon collision component on both projects, copy and paste the past attack info nodes, right click them to create the variables, and reconnect them into the event. At the top of the component, change the Niagara hit VFX over to an array, then do the same for the past weapon info event, and connect them up. Create a new function called select attack hit VFX. Copy and paste these nodes over from our FCS project. Then select the event and tick pure function. Then create a new function called select attack hit stop info. Paste the nodes in from our FCS project and tick pure function yet again. Then let's go back, and for our past damage info, let's connect our select attack hit stop info function into our hit stop and our select attack hit VFX into our hit VFX. Then let's go into our content folder, blueprints, items, pickup items, weapon parent, and let's set our Niagara array VFX into the past weapon info event. Then let's go back into items, into our BP pickup item, in our apply damage function, slot our Niagara array into the past damage info. Now if you save all and press play, you will have some compile errors, so open up all these blueprints, and for the past damage info, all we're going to do is either reconnect the node, or for spells for example, with a single Niagara effect, we're going to bring in a make array node and connect it in. Do this for all the errors except for arrow component. Pause the video until it's done. When that's done, hop into the arrow component, into the setup arrow variables, and let's change our Niagara variable over to an array. Then connect it in from the struct. Compile the blueprint, and for the errors, click on them one by one and reconnect the variables back in. Then hop into spawn hit VFX, and we're going to hold F and click to bring in a for loop, and we're going to connect this up. Now that is the player combos done. Now just a few tweaks to get the AI combos up and running. Let's go into our content folder, blueprints, AI, behavior trees, and open up our mixed combat tree. On the blackboard, we're going to create two new name keys, one called current melee combo and one called last melee combo. Next, open up the S determine attack type on both our projects, and we're going to delete all our content on the working project and paste the content in from the FCS project. When it comes up with the function error, select create matching function. Right click the current melee combo and promote it to a variable, then check instance editable. Also double check the melee attack type's enum is set to combo attack. Now let's hop into choose random combo and paste the functionality again. Right click and promote all combos and random combo to a local variable. Then right click last melee combo and promote to variable, checking instance editable. Then let's hop back into our behavior tree and double check the current melee combo is set to current melee combo, and the same for last melee combo. Then do the same for the send off attack. Then let's hop into send off attack, and on the FCS project we're going to copy the nodes at the bottom and paste them in on our working project. When you paste the nodes, for the missing function, select create matching function and confirm. Connect it in and replace the old nodes. Then let's hop into the combo attack function. Paste the nodes in, connect it up, then right click the current melee combo and last melee combo and create variables. When they're created, tick the instance editable on both. Very lastly, we need to hop into our content folder and open up the animal combat, animal companion combat and companion mixed combat behavior trees. All we're going to do is for the determine attack type and send off attack, for the current melee combo, set it to current melee combo, and for the last melee combo, set it to last melee combo. Pause the video now and do this for all the behavior trees. Okay, give yourself a pat on the back, that was a lot of copying over. If you have any problems, you can comment under this video, but if you're confused, just look at the FCS project, as the nodes are literally there, it's just a migration job. Now that was a lot of code without any explanation, so be sure to check out the documentation where I explain how everything works, as well as how to create new combo attacks. It's been a pleasure hosting you on how to add these combo attacks in. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one.